Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher Realms and we're going over Gear Raid 2, Stage 22. So this is the first new stage for us. We're going to have a quick look at it. What's changed? Not a great deal. One of the things that has changed is the way that stuff comes out at you. So you can't use the same old teams or the same old strategy. You've got to change it up somewhat. I don't think they like the plan where we will just use people like Decimus to bounce mobs off us. I don't think they quite enjoyed that. That wasn't the way the game was designed to run, so they've changed it and we can't do that anymore. Also now when the boss does his screech, that goes on while there are mobs present, so you've got to have people on the battlefield while the boss does his screech ability, which I think is something they wanted to incorporate last time, but we found workarounds where you would withdraw everyone and then put them back down afterwards. So Sadie comes in quite clutch here. Okay, right, now this is stage 21, and here if I click on stage 22, this is the change that goes on. We'll see your crafting mats here go up and your eternal bullion goes up. Other than that, there isn't any change. Now whether there's a change in the drop rates or not, I don't know, but we'll worry about that at a later date. Now the team I'm using, if I just squidge myself out of the way a little bit, this is what you need for a team, or what I use for a team. This is the team I used to clear it. I chucked some extra people in there because I thought I would need them, but you don't. So this is just my clucks of a team. Now Sadie I do really want. She isn't all skilled up, but she is an HP based healer, which is handy because it makes her a little bit more tanky. You don't need her in Wings of Grace or Invigoration, anything like that. She's not buffing anyone at all, so that isn't important. The amount they can withstand and take a hit, that is important, so bear that in mind. There's a quick flick through the gear that we've got on her. That's it. And she's got her exclusive artifact on as well. Okay, so that's Sadie out of the way. The other one that I think is relatively important is Ferssi. Now again, it just makes your life easier, and it's easier because of this passive here. So AoE damage reduction, and you take some AoE damage. He's making that a bit easier for you. Okay, he is attack based healer, so gearing wise, again he's in Invigoration, but he doesn't need to be. But I've tried to get HP and defense on there where I can. There's more defense, and then I have got him in an immortal set as well, just to aid that going up with him. So he's totally got 30,000 and just over 2k. I think about 35,000 health and maybe 1,500 defense. I think somewhere around there would be sort of ballpark figures that you would actually need. The other healer I take with me is Elowyn. Again, she is an attack based healer, which makes life a little bit tricky for me. Again, she's in Invigoration, so it doesn't need to be. Now she's a lot weaker. I should have beefed her up and would have made my run a lot easier, but there you go, that's what she's in. Her skills are all done as well. DPS wise, I use 2 DPS because, well, this is probably my best unit for DPS. Maybe I would imagine on doing sort of AoE DPS. She's pretty good, has a nice range. It sort of fits all the key attributes that I'm after, but feel free to use whoever your DPS is. And the healers, there's a small area you can put people on the map, which means you can rejig where you put people quite easily. Okay, now gearing wise, this is what I've got her in. I'm sure people have got a lot better gear than this, but this is, I think, relatively good, at least for my account. Artifact wise, probably not the best choice of artifact. Xena, nah, I take her because I absolutely loved her. I thought I'd give her a try out, see how it is, and she just absolutely is fantastic. So this is the gear that she's in. It's not particularly good because I didn't check it beforehand, so she's gone double crit damage for some strange reason. Her skills aren't all done. I have called her twice, so she's been awakened, and there's the artifact she's in. I just chucked her in to see what she'd be like and loved it. Absolutely brilliant. Tanks, again, gearing wise, because I can, I've got him an HP set there. It's not fantastic. He's got an exclusive, so we put that on him, and he's got an ordinary piece as well. Okay, so max HP there, and then damage taken by King will not exceed 33% of his max HP. Okay, so that's got a cooldown attached to it. There are some nice exclusive gears pieces you can get to put him in. That's going to help you out as well. And then after that, well, he's got him in the bog standard ring as well. Lastly is our other tank here. Now he's gone straight for a Guardian set. Again, we're getting that 15% mitigation of damage. That's always nice, get that up there. And then other than that, it's just the normal sets going down. Okay, so the tanks don't need to be massively well geared. I would just say, as long as you're, make sure your healers preference would be HP based healers, and the other preference would be that they've got that sort of 35k HP and 1500 defense. I would say aim for that, and then your healers are good. My team is a little bigger than this. When we run it, I'll move myself out of the way and do the run. It's a little bit bigger than this, but that is the team I could have done it with. There is a small change in that because I have to swap someone over, but let's jump into the run and have a look. Right, so this is the team I go with. As you can see, I've taken a spare tank. You may wish to take a spare tank or not, depends how you go. And I've taken another couple of spare healers as well, just in case as well, just to make life a little bit easier. I think I'm enough out of the way here. We're not going to see Sadie. I put her down first. I put it down first because I want her ultimate to build up for when the boss does his first screech. The boss does screech twice. Okay, now I want it up for the first one. Now I think a lot of people are going to push to get some more healers up and start getting some DPS on the go, that sort of stuff. Don't need to at all. Going to sit down, going to chill out, going to allow coins build up. We are all good at that little point there. We can heal through this. That's it. It's a nice little relax at this point. We're waiting for the boss to come on. The boss is going to do his screech, and the problem with screech is it does 175% of your damage. It's a little bit less than it used to be, so that's a bonus. It used to be 200%, it now does 175, but you can cover that off. Okay, so here comes the screech, and we'll fire off Sadie's ultimate. In fact, let's get me out of the way so we can see ultimates. There you go. See the ultimates going off, that's fine. So we've triggered off her ultimate, which is great. And now we want to put our DPS down. Now I'm going to put Xena down. Now this is worth watching. It's just absolutely fantastic. She melts a lot of stuff. Absolutely melts it. The more people you've got down there taking damage, the more you have to heal. The only people you want to heal are your healers and the tanks. So with Xena, she melts all of that. We can pull her away and get rid of her. That's absolutely fine. We haven't got a healer then. One less person we've got to heal, which is good news for us. Okay. I'm going to put down Ferssi. I should have put him down earlier. We're going to get that mitigation from the damage we're taking, 25% off the AoE that the boss is doing. I'm now putting down my main AoE. It's coming straight across. Now, put down people wherever you like. There's only a small area around there. Your healers have probably got range to get to wherever you need to. It's not that bad to reach people. Now I've got Elowyn down there because she works so well with Sadie. The issue with Sadie is she prolongs the damage you're going to take, but you are going to take it. So you can, here's the second screech. So we will trigger off Sadie. We will prolong how long we take that damage over. We are going to take that damage. And then we can trigger off Elowyn to do that heal for us. So we've got that constant heal coming up. Okay. So they work very well together. I probably triggered off one earlier than I should have done, but there we go. Now that gets us through it. Now that's 2 screeches done. We can use Sadie's ultimate whenever we like. Now we save it for the screech 1 and we use it again for screech 2. After that, just use it whenever you feel like it. Ultimate wise, I generally use ultimates wherever I can when the boss is doing an attack. There goes Brognir's there. We use his ultimate there, we use an ultimate there, and we use King's ultimate there. It's just so we are mitigating as much damage coming in as possible. The more you mitigate, particularly from your tanks and things like that, the less healing your healers have got to do. So bear in mind, your healers will either be single target, going to heal the person with the slowest or the lowest HP. You're going to have a multi-target healer who's going to heal like 3 people. Okay, but you might have an AoE healer. Fantastic. Then you can heal up everyone in a range as well. So probably AoE is probably a nice way to go. But if you haven't got that, just use those ultimates to mitigate as much damage as you can. Save your healers doing some work, or they can heal people who are a bit shorter on health. Now, here is the bosses after Earthquake. I didn't for this time use Sadie's ultimate. Sadie's ultimate's coming around, I didn't bother to use it, and that was a bit of an error in my part. Okay, so I could have used it, don't bother, and we kill off Elowyn, which isn't a great shakes. If you take spare healers, pick up one of the healers, just put them in there. Okay, Bidan, fantastic healer. Remember, she's HP based, so you're going to get those stats that you want relatively early on, and then she's going to chuck out some healing for us. She does an absolutely fine job. She's absolutely great at it. I have no issues using her at all. Okay, she's in the second part of the fight, which is arguably a bit harder than the first part, and then she's going along quite happily. Okay, our single damage dealer, just going across using that AoE damage, no issues whatsoever. There isn't a massive amount to deal with, so you could probably get away with one DPS. I mean, I use 2 because it makes life a little bit easier. Now bear in mind, we've got these AoE rocks coming in, so they target Sadie. We can see there she's been targeted. The rocks are going to come in and hit her, and that's an AoE hit. That's going to hit everyone around her. Well, each tile sort of beside her. So bear that in mind when you're placing units down. So when I had Elowyn there, she was also being affected by that AoE hit that Sadie's taken. Okay, now we've got the boss coming down, and I've got Xena. She's still there, she's ready to be used again. I've got a few more mobs coming down. I can place her down and just melt a lot of stuff. It's no great shakes for her. She's absolutely fantastic. If you've got one lying around in your vault, another great place for her. She's awesome. Look at the damage she does. She's absolutely fantastic, really good. She comes on with her ultimate straight in, swinging aside. It's fantastic. Now the boss has got that red enraged thing going on with him, so if you want, let him kill your people, then go and put your spare tank down. If you're taking a spare tank, I've got a couple of spare healers, so it's not an issue if the boss does that sort of thing. If not, if you're confident that you're not going to need your spare tank, then top up with some extra lords, that sort of stuff. Okay, there's plenty you can do to sort of come around from this, but I don't need to. The boss goes down. There's the last couple of mobs there to take out, and that is the fight done. That's it, 3-starred, and we can get this on farm and hope that the stuff now does have a better drop rate. Okay, that's it, done. So thank you very much for your time. If you could just leave me the old thumbs up, like and subscribe on your way out the door, that would help me out massively. That would be great. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments below. Happy to try some stuff out for you. I don't have access to the test services in my account. I can only test out on heroes I have. But if you ever get a chance, tell me Tom that I should be on the test server. That'd be helpful. And then we can test out more stuff. All right, there you go. That's how I've done it. It's not as bad as I first thought. Heavy on the healing. Tankage isn't too bad. And DPS wise damage, you don't need that much damage going on. Okay, so I think this is a lot more doable than I found Gear Raid 1, and who knows, Gear Raid 2 and Gear Raid 3 in a couple of days time as well. Okay, right, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a video again soon. Cheers, goodbye.